Alright, hi, I'm Brynn. If you don't know me, today I filmed a tutorial type thing on this look I'm wearing right now. It's a purpley, orangey, smoky eye with bronze glitter, highlighted, sweat, and a pinky lip. So yeah, my eyebrows are already filled in. Obviously I just used dip brow, and then I primed my eyelids with Tarte Shape Tape, and I just set it with it. Charlotte, can you please calm down for like 4 seconds? And I set it with a white eyeshadow, and then this eye is already done with the crease, obviously. So yeah, first I'm just gonna go in with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna start in with Burnt Orange. Charlotte, can you get out of my drawer, please? Oh my god. Anyway, and I'm gonna start with this little Wet n Wild blending brush. Dip it in there, tap off the excess, and then we're just gonna go in.
It's so quiet in here. I turned off my fan so that like you could hear me. What's up? If you knock that phone over, Charlotte, it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, I turned my fan off, which I have on like legitimately 24/7 because my room is hotter than Hades. Can you stop playing with my socks, please? But I turned it off because I talk quietly because I don't want to be like screaming. I don't want other people to be like, why the fuck is this bitch talking to herself? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh my god. What are you doing? Do you want to play with a bobby pin? Here, buddy. Go get it. Good job. Just blending that out.
I'm gonna go in with this little BH Cosmetics crease brush. It's from like the pink polka dot set. Oh my god, I'm dying of heat. I'm about to have to turn this fan back on. And I'm gonna go in with Real Gar, and I'm just gonna put that like a little bit lower in my crease. And what I do is, like with my main crease colors, is I'll just kind of like jam the brush in there, and then I'll like relax my eyelid a bit, and that way it like stays inside the crease, and then you can just use windshield wiper motions to blend it. Alright, and then I'm just gonna go back in, and I want to take a weensy bit of golden ochre, and I'm gonna mix it with burnt orange to blend out again. And then you could do this look with the Modern Renaissance palette, but I'm just gonna use the Balm Meat Matrimony palette because the Modern Renaissance just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And I'm gonna take Matte Kumar, which is the red shade, on a Morphe E28. It's just like a smaller little crease brush. And I'm just gonna I always like go ham into the shadows, and then I tap off a bunch of the excess, and again I'm just gonna jam it in there and blend it. And I'm taking most of these shadows like most of the way into my inner corner. I'm not like blending it really high though in there, and I'm only trying to get a little bit of product in there. I do want there to be color like throughout the whole thing, but I'm not trying to do like a halo eye or anything like that. I actually like carved out my brows with the Shape Tape today, which I never do. I just like go in and blend it, the Shape Tape on, and just like call it a day. But I was like, oh. So I'm gonna go back in with more of that and just start building it up. What? What? And then I'm gonna go in with this little Real Techniques brush, and I'm gonna take Matte Moskowitz. I'm gonna mix it with a bit of Matte Kumar for right now, just so it's not too dark right off the bat. I'm gonna start packing that on the outer corner, and then I'll take whatever's on my brush and put it into the crease really like lightly. And then I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe brush and blend. And then I'm gonna take that Real Techniques brush again. just in the purple shade Matte Moskowitz, and pick that on the outer corner again. And just kind of keep building everything up. You guys heard that? I say you guys, there's gonna be like 48,000 people watching this, but I don't have any friends, so like we'll see what happens. But have you, anybody, heard Kesha's new song Praying? That's like my anthem. Like she did that. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna take this little elf brush into Matte Moskowitz mixed with Matte Ahmed, which is like the black shade, and put that again on the outer corner.
And I'm not really gonna put that in the crease at all, just like a tiny bit. And then I'm just gonna go back in with this brush to blend. Go back in. And then I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques brush with Matte Kumar and Matte Ahmed. The red and the purple. Pat that out. What are you doing? Blend that slightly. I'm gonna go back in with the red to blend everything out. Can you please stop playing with my socks?
I feel like this eye has more orange in it than this one. So I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild brush in burnt orange and blend out these edges.
And then I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit of black by itself on the outer corner with this little Morphe M321. Because this eye is already plenty dark. I just wanna make sure. And then blend up the Real Techniques.
So I finished, I did my lid on this eye, just so that, I don't know, I did it, or whatever. So first things first, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible shadow in the shade Ice Latte. It's just like a champagne shade. It's gonna be covered up, but I still just like to have a base shadow down before I put glitter, just so that if there are any patches where it's not like 100% opaque, that there's still some kind of color, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just gonna pat that on. Then, for the main event, I'm going to use the NYX glitter primer on this little, I don't know, I got it at the craft store. It's just like a little, I think it's a paint brush. But yeah, I'm just going to prime for glitter with this. Even though the glitter is like a cream liquid glitter, I still like to put this down just because it really helps it adhere. And it just makes it more opaque and all that jazz. So yeah, just patting this on where I put that shadow. I'm gonna let that sit for like 4 seconds, and then I'm gonna use the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Rose Gold Retro. It's just like a bronzy kind of shade. Ow, you clawed my leg, honey bun. Can you get out of the way? Thank you. And I'm just gonna, oh my gosh, you got cat hair everywhere. Oh shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pat this on the lid. Slash swipe it a little bit.
And then I'm trying not to like let it crease yet. I'm gonna go in with another little brush just to soften up the edges so it's not like a weird harsh line.
Then I'm gonna go on with a little second coat just in the like middle parts to make sure it's as pigmented as I want it to be. And then yeah, I'm gonna try and let that dry. Alright, so whatever. For primer, I'm gonna use the what the fuck? Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer. I haven't tried this yet, but we'll see. I'm just gonna rub that in all around my face. Okay. Foundation, I'm just gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus because it's cheap and I don't plan on actually wearing this makeup anywhere. So yeah, I didn't want to waste like something expensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna dot it all over the place. And then, what do I want to use? I'm actually gonna use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I'm just gonna press that in. I'm not really worrying about it being streaky or patchy or anything, so I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, like really blend it. Yeah. Then yeah, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and blend that in, just so it's not patchy and all that. It has more of a matte finish than I wanted it to, but oh well. I'm gonna go in and spot conceal with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And then for my under eyes, I'm gonna use Tarte Shape Tape. Shape Tape. I don't think I'm gonna conceal anywhere else. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I'm just gonna set my under eyes with the Revlon Photo Ready powder. And I'm gonna take the e.l.f. blush brush. I just love it for my under eyes. So I'm gonna blend it really quickly. And then set it.
Beautiful. So for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. And I'm just going to use this flat top brush. Again from Wet n Wild. And I'm going to press it into the skin. I'm not going to go overboard because I don't want my face to be super cakey. But yeah.
For bronzer, I'm going to use the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Bali Sands. I just got this and I haven't really tried it out yet. And I'm going to use it on... Let's just do this Wet n Wild brush.
I think it's their powder brush, but I'm not sure. There is so much dust and hair in this thing. Oh my god. Anyway. Fix them up, tap off the excess.
Then I'm going to contour with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I just have like a little deluxe sample size. And I'm going to take this little Real Techniques contour brush.
Let's brush and blend it. That's better.
And I'm just going to put the tiniest bit on the sides of my forehead. For blush, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Blush palette, and I think I'll just mix these two middle shades here. And then my bronzer brush, because I used it all over my face pretty much. And I'm going to just blend that out. Sure. I'm going to take this little Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to take the tiniest bit of that Chocolate Soleil and just kind of, I'm not trying to actually like contour my nose because I'm not trying to like change the shape or anything or make it look smaller. I just feel like it's like so light that I want to add some dimension, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that just looks so much better, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to take my powder brush and just kind of pat over that just to make sure it's not too much. For the highlight, I'm going to take the Morphe
M501. And then first, I'm going to go in with that blush palette, the highlighter. I'm just going to pick some of that up on my brush. And just pop that on the high points of my cheekbones. It's like, it's cute, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying? One with the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter, and this is the only shade they have right now. It's 100 Molten Gold. I need them to come out with like a champagne-y white shade in this because this formula is A1. But yeah, again, I'm just going to pick some up on my brush, tap off for the excess, and then wait for the magic to happen. And I like to smile when I put my highlighter on sometimes just because it makes it easier to like find the high points and stuff. And yes, honey, there we go. Yes. And I like to highlight the apples on my cheeks. You don't have to, but I like to. Ooh, yes! Go back in. I'm also just gonna highlight my nose. That was a touch more than I meant. Cupid's bow. And that's all, just kidding. Head. Oh. I'm just gonna go over my Cupid's bow with the other highlighter just so it's not quite so dark and bronzed. Because your girl is pale. There we go. Just gonna put a tiny bit on my nose. Ooh, yes! And then now I just have to do my lower lash line and my lips. First of all, what do I want to do first? Let's think. I'll do my lower lash line first. So I'm going to start with the Modern Renaissance. I'm going to take a Real Girl and this little Eco Tools brush. I'm just going to put that on the lower lash line.
into the Meat Matte palette, I'm going to take another little Eco Tools brush from this little set. I'm going to take the red. I'm going to take a little smudgy brush in the purple. Go ahead and smudge that out again. Just gonna blend it real quick. Now I'm gonna take the little angled brush in the black, and I'm gonna connect my lower lash line to my wing. I don't know if you can see, there's like a little gap between the actual like corner of my eye and the start of my wing, and I like to do that because that way, once you do the lower lash line, it'll connect, and I just think it looks better as opposed to if you start your eyeliner like in the corner and go out. I just prefer that personally. You do whatever you want to do. Now I'm just gonna blend it. That's cute. Everybody's good. And then I'm actually, yeah, why not? I want to go back in with that L'Oreal shadow. And first of all, I'm going to re-highlight my inner corner. I'm just going to use another little e.l.f. brush. Put that on the inner corner. Yep.
Just pop some on my brow, whatever's left.
And then I'm gonna take my Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna kind of intensify my highlight a bit because I want to.
Okay. Boom. Then, for the lips, I'm just gonna start
with MAC Edge to Edge lip liner. It's just like a pinky shade. Oh, and it's sharpened-ish. And I'm just gonna line my lips, obviously. One time I was at the dentist and they were like, I was about to say they were like doing stuff in my mouth, but like we're at the dentist. But I don't remember what they were doing exactly, but I think she was just like scraping or cleaning or whatever dentists do. And she was like, girl, I need you to hold your tongue in the back of my mouth. I was like, I'm trying. And she was like, you got a crazy tongue. I was like, thank you. I just thought of that because I was sitting here lining my lips like, that's good. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with MAC Cream Cup. I'm just gonna obviously put it on. It's a brighter pink than I expected, but you know, things happen. That's okay, so I'm gonna change my gloss. I'm gonna go in with Bare Minerals Groovy, just to kind of tone it down a little bit so it's not quite so pink. I'm just gonna tap it on. That's still pretty pink, but you know, It's okay. And that's good enough. And then I'm gonna set my face. Urban Decay All-Nighter. And I went in. Then I'm gonna set my brows, and I'm just gonna use the Pony Cosmetics Zebra Brow Gel, just because it has a really small little applicator, and just kind of set those holes in place.
Some lower lash mascara.
And then I'm gonna go in with this what the fuck brand is this? Brand L'Oreal, I think. Sure. Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt to separate those. And then this is the look. So.
Alright, so if anyone actually watched this all the way through, honey, you can still nap, it's okay.
Alright, so if anyone actually watched this all the way through, or you watched like part of it, I don't know. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll make another video. I don't know if I'll even post this one, but yeah.